Service involvement? Are they surveilling, making sure that the path is clear for the former president? I mean, we all have a job to do. If that's their job, I get it. But am I alone in that? He is going to be speaking at a fundraiser for his good buddy, Rob Portman. Looks like that race is tight. Again, far be it for me to tell the Democrats what to do. However, I will say that in a race between Portman and Strickland, I'm going to go Strickland. I'll still stand by this. The Democrat Party, at some point, they're going to have to invest in that next generation of talent. Okay? That next generation of talent. In fact, all the parties. It's about that damn time. I got nothing to gain per se against Strickland, although on some levels, he still kind of represents the old guard, the old way of thinking. Okay? I don't know. That's just my thoughts. I could be wrong about it. But it looks like that race is tighter than what the Republicans thought it was going to be. Oh, really? Really? You mean Rob Portman, you never see this guy? That guy? And George W. Bush is going to be stumping for his man, Portman. And if you remember back during the Bush years here, there was a lot of press about the connection between the two. They're good buddies. So, again, Ohio is getting a lot of attention from VIPs. I want to talk about what that really means for us. Because what happens is they come here, they do a damn speech, and then they leave. Okay, what are you going to do for Southwest Ohio? What are you going to do to address so many different issues here, okay, in the state of Ohio? And I don't give a damn what our sucker MC Gilliganish Governor John Kasich says when he was stumping. I know he tried to make it seem like Ohio was perfect. We got no issues here. But we got graduates who are graduating on universities and colleges, can't find a job. Chronically unemployed. Chronically underemployed. You got millennials in the state who now have to move back in with their parents, staying longer than before. What are they going to do to address this? Are they being asked these questions? Or are we just a backdrop for their campaign tour? Nate Ivey, live, local, vocal, ready to talk about everything. This is the Nathan Ivey Show, of course, as always, powered by the good folks at Superlative Media. Much more to follow. Everyone was talking about Jesse Williams yesterday on the internet. And guess what? Justin Timberlake got tangled up into it. Because he went into Twitter and he thought he was giving props to Jesse Williams. But Twitter don't play that, man. We don't play that. And folks went after him. I posted a link. If you haven't seen it, it's on my page right now, Nathan Ivey. We'll take a quick pause and come back. Don't go anywhere.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to mooch off your friends.
You gonna finish that grape?
You mean the one in my mouth?
You don't need to stop buying the necessities.
What you're smelling is a natural musk.
Ew.
You don't need to be a medical test subject.
How do you feel?
Mostly okay. Sometimes, though.
You don't need to get a second job as a stuntman.
We need a new stuntman. Let's break for lunch.
You just need an internet connection. Don't get left behind. Start your personal savings plan with the tips and tools on feedthepig.org. That way, you don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
All right, deal.
Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Okay, so Sarah, I'm dropping you off at Emily's?
Yep.
And Josh, you're going to?
Soccer, Dad. Soccer practice.
Right. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to let you know when I pick you both up, I'll be wearing my short shorts.
What?
No!
Yep, and my dorky dad hat, and I'm going to do my dad dance for all your friends. They'll love it!
Seriously? Why?
Because I like my short shorts. Of course, I could be talked out of it if you guys would just buckle up your seatbelts without giving me a hard time.
It's important to get your kids to buckle up for safety, no matter what it takes. And sometimes, all it takes is your parental powers of persuasion.
Okay, we're buckling up.
See, all buckled.
Good choice. I'll just have to do my dad dance at dinner time. What?
No!
Do what you have to make sure your kids are wearing their seatbelts, even on short drives. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. Visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup for more information.
Well, good morning. Welcome back. Currently 7:28 a.m. in the Queen City. So just yesterday, Hillary Clinton was in Cincinnati, and I want to get your perception of the two major candidates. You know, if it were held today, to which candidate are you leaning? Are you planning on voting? Please tell me you're planning on voting. And will it be Hillary Clinton, in your opinion, or will it be Donald Trump? And while they're campaigning in Ohio, are they talking about issues that are pertinent to Ohio? Like, for instance, the jabs back and forth between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. While entertaining, I must admit, it's been entertaining over the last, during this process from time to time. As we get closer to November, to me, the time becomes more critical. And with all of the issues that Ohio is facing, I'm not really sure how much value I put in the fact, or how much value I put in the time that these politicians, quite honestly, these politicians are investing in pointing fingers at one another. Okay? I'm not a race to the bottom. I'm not really sure how valuable that is. I'm not really sure. When Hillary was here yesterday, did you get a chance to watch it on video? Were perhaps you in attendance? It was at Union Terminal. Hundreds, if not thousands, were outside hoping to get a glimpse of the woman, the first woman ever to possibly become president. That's historic. That's transformative, right? Once elected, this may transform the way we look at Hillary Clinton, just like it happened with Barack Obama. I'm gonna go up on a limb. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that many people are going to vote for her. Many women are going to vote for her simply because she's a woman. Derek Wright, chop this ish up this morning. Shannon writes, morning. Ms. D writes, greetings, hashtag Team I. Good to see everyone. How you doing, Casey? James writes, good morning, Chop Shop. Derek writes, I would vote for an all-female ticket, but not Hillary and who's ever her running mate. Wow. So whom does that lead? You going libertarian, independent? Or are you going to abstain? Stay home. James writes, an all-female ticket would be fine, just as long as no one on the ticket is any of my crazy exes. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. All right. Any of your crazy exes? I mean, how many crazy exes do you have, James? And if I talk to your exes, would they say that they have crazy exes? I'm just saying. Craig writes in the building, what's up, Chop Shop? Deborah writes, honestly, I have no problem with a Hillary Warren ticket. There are many female CEOs in place in various industries. Okay. Tracy writes, Nathan, my cell phone does that every day with nobody in town. T-Mobile sucks. Nothing worse than a bad cell phone, is it? But seriously, have you noticed that? I've noticed that. Maybe it's just me. Maybe my mind's just playing tricks on me or something. I don't know. Brent writes, I'm salty. They wouldn't let me in the venue at Union Terminal with my Bernie or Bus t-shirt on. I wonder why. Really? Couldn't get in? He could not get in? Brent, please tell me you did not go down to Union Terminal with your Bernie or Bus t-shirt on. Okay, that was a carefully scripted Hillary campaign event. The last thing they want is to see a black man in Cincinnati with a Bernie or Bus t-shirt on. In fact, they want you to forget Bernie, the whole Bernie or Bus movement. But, you know, you bring up something interesting here. For folks who are Bernie or Bust, at this point, are they really going to sit out? Like, Brent, it's not going to be Bernie, bro. So the only option via your shirt you've given yourself is Bust, meaning you're not going to vote. Are you serious about that? I mean, seriously, you're going to sit this one out and perhaps open the door for Donald Trump, the man who is most famous for not just his bad hair, but for that phrase on The Apprentice, "You're fired." A fact that, of course, Hillary has brought up in recent weeks. She said, "Why would you want a man? Why would you want a man in the White House who's famous for a phrase, 'You're fired'? I want to be known for 'You're hired.'" So you could tell that her spinmeisters, right, are working very hard to spin things about Donald Trump. I mean, we're getting close. It's time. Let's get ready to rumble, folks. This is going to be good. Omar writes, "Just put the tinfoil in your hat, Nathan, and you'll be okay." Can I borrow some, Omar? I'm all out of tinfoil, man. John writes, "I've worked presidential details since Clinton's first term. In 2004, Bush came to town and our mobile computers stopped working. They were on a cellular network. After he left, they started working fine. Not a coincidence." Thank you, John. I knew I wasn't crazy. Folks trying to play me like I'm crazy. I'm not crazy, yo. As I understand it, there is technology that exists that can jam telecommunications within like a certain radius. Okay, let's say it's like 5 miles or something like that. Did you know that? And that in moments of like, where the fabric of our society comes unwoven, you've got civil unrest. I think they might have deployed this in Baltimore and in Ferguson. Law enforcement can deploy this to suppress your ability to communicate on your phone. Did you know this? This is readily available. And I came across this information when there was so much news about the militarization of police departments around the country. And there was so much talk about the different types of tools and weapons at the disposal of your local police. I mean, it might blow you away just how armed and ready your local police department really is. And for folks who don't want to live under a police state, their question is, why do you need it? And that's when I came across this bit of technology. I do not remember the name of the device, but that was just recently. But yeah, John, thank you. Cruther writes, "Brown skin in the house." I think I got it right. Ms. D writes, "Did everyone see the Red Cross swimming pool rules poster with all the children of color doing not cool things around the pool? ? What? Brent writes, I'm going to check in that, Ms. D. Thank you. Brent writes, they went in on Justin, but I don't think it was justified. I think he meant well. But because the guy got skills and he can sing almost any genre with those chops, then he got it. Yeah, Justin Timberlake. So you remember that moment that we talked about yesterday with Jesse Williams? Remember that? Remember that from the BT Awards? I'm not going to play all of it, but...
Peace. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, BT. Thank you, Nate Parker, Harry, and Debbie Allen for participating in that. Before we get into it, I just want to say, I brought my parents out tonight. I just want to thank them for being here, for teaching me to focus on comprehension over career, that they make sure I learn what the schools were afraid to teach us, and also to thank my amazing wife for changing my life. Now, this award, this is not for me. This is for the real organizers all over the country.
So that was Jesse Williams, right? And immediately afterward, Justin Timberlake, I guess he was watching the BT Awards. I mean, if you're Justin Timberlake, what else are you going to be watching? You have to watch the BT Awards, damn it. And he's stealing our culture. And he's stealing our moves. And he's stealing our swag. And then making lots of money off of it. And you know what, Justin Timberlake? We still mad about the fact that you turned your back on Janet Jackson during Areola Gate, or whatever the hell they called it. Remember that Super Bowl? They were dancing, Janet Jackson with the little pasties. And I believe Timberlake was touching them or something. He was cradling them or something. And then when she started to get the heat from all the fake-ass, self-righteous family groups, and I'm completely convinced that many of these individuals are doing their own dirt in their own lives. They start writing their letter to the NFL. We don't want to see Janet no more. Oh, my God, I was watching the Super Bowl with my kids, And in between all the beer commercials, I saw an areola with a pasty on it. What? How dare